Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 26, 2014, and today's Thursday. So as we wrap up the week with the trading for this week, let's look at the economic calendar set up for today. Some numbers coming out today at 11:30 South African time. Bank of England Governor Carney is going to speak, so that should rattle the GBP. Later today at 2:30 USD. Weekly initial jobless claims that comes out every week should be due. And I'm not sure if that's going to really rattle the markets, as we'll see in the EURUSD, really non-event yesterday with the durable goods GDP price index. So things have really calmed down. And then if you're up at 130 tonight, the Japanese yen has a CPI number, it's inflationary number, which should affect the yen. So if you are in some yen-related positions, just make sure to hedge yourself or keep yourself at abreast that there's numbers coming out today. Looking at the EURUSD, yesterday this GDP number came out of the States, worse than expected. And GDP just took about 40 pips, 40 pip rally, and then really didn't do much after that. Sold off a little bit. I guess maybe you could call this support, initially here, and now we're just sideways trading. It'd be interesting to see what happens later today with the USD numbers coming out, if this thing will want to continue going up. If you remember, this thing has been quite beaten up since just last month, and then I would expect some sort of a little bit of a bounce into the 137 range. But as you can see, it hasn't really shown that much of acceleration. So maybe this is just another consolidation before it goes further down, unfortunately, for the euro. But I would keep an eye on it because the euro is a fun pair to trade on a regular basis. It does move, and it's really cheap to trade it. So I'll continue keeping up the euro on my watcher if you were thinking of changing it. Looking at the GBP, Japanese yen yesterday, again, not much going on in the yen. Again, we just sold off a little bit yesterday, as we'll see here, but we're still in the highs. Maybe this would be a good place to pick it up. In anticipation, it's going to challenge the 173 level again. Again, this is we're on support right now, which is previous resistance before. So if it doesn't break this 172.75 level, I would expect it to bounce right back and start to challenge this area again. So keep an eye on the euro, on the GBP Japanese yen, as it's been trading really well over the past year, and I don't see why it should stop going up because it's been really, really strong. Looking at the USD ZAR, we sold off from the 1086 level. We're holding at 1056 again, and this is the level that we were about a week ago, about right here, and now we're challenging it again. So if you see, this was in last summer, but now we're, this is just a couple of weeks ago. We're challenging this area again. If you remember, we bounced right back off of it. We're slightly below it, and then we bounced right back. So maybe this would be a good breakout. Maybe we'll be correcting ourselves and going down to the 1030 level again. But if we do break 150, I would expect to go down to 1030 at least. And then that's another support level for the USD ZAR. Looking at the gold, well, not really much going on the gold. It's in a $3 range. We had this big rally from the lows at 12.45, and now we're holding at 13.17, 13.20-ish level. Much of it is really based on what's going on in the Ukraine, what's going on in Iraq. So I would continue to have this on my watcher because it doesn't really want to go down. If it does break up on the high side, we could definitely hit 130, beyond 130, it's 1350 is a major level. So keep an eye on the gold. The Dow has resurrected itself a little bit from yesterday, bouncing about 50 points after taking the slide of 118 points. And we're just about in the middle of the range, and it's summer trading, guys. So it's going to be lighter, and it's not going to be as consistency that we're used to in a trending market. So take it a little bit lighter, be a little bit more selective in your trades. Don't trade as big. so that you don't get whipsawed and find yourself on different sides of the trades. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.